All right, y'all, Dwight the Mentor out here in Belize. And as you guys can see, Belize is just an amazing place. Belize is really the place that you want to come to relax. Belize doesn't have hardly any high-rise buildings. Belize doesn't have any major infrastructure. Belize is for relaxation and winding down. And that's the reason I picked Belize on this particular trip. I've been here before. This is my second trip, and I'm out here in Placencia. Placencia. And I want to talk about making an impact in a community. A lot of people have been traveling all over the world, and I've been following different vloggers all around the world, from Kenya to Namibia to Laos to Vietnam, as well as some Nigerian bloggers. And I want to know, are you making an impact when you go to a community such as, say, like a Belize? Are you making an impact in the community with your Western thought process and your thinking? When I came here 2 days ago, anytime when I come to what they call a third world country that doesn't have big banking infrastructure, military, etc., you have to support the local economy. And what I mean by that is supporting the people who are the majority in that particular country. Whether it's here, whether it's Gambia, Barbados, etc., you have to support the local people. So I ran across a girl here that was talking about her job and how much she makes and her commute. And looking at the property where we are, I asked her who owned the property. She said a foreigner, but the foreigner doesn't look like us. So I said, okay, let's do a deal, because I like to do deals. I decided to tell her, because of the commute that she makes on a regular basis, tonight I want the meal that your folks would cook for you, and I directly will pay them versus me eating at the hotel. But you got very excited about that. I told her, you go get the meal, you bring it to me. If it's fish, rice, etc., you bring the meal to me and I'll eat it. And that supports the local community. What type of impact are you making when you go to some of these foreign lands? Are you just going to another W or Marriott hotel? Are you being treated like a second citizen? If that's the case, you need to change your mindset and really support the local economy. That means direct impact on giving money to its citizens versus the corporations. I don't tip at the table anymore. I left that alone because I realized that if I go back to the same restaurant, I find out if they got their tip and they say no, it was collected in a jar and we have to give it to our boss. And I've been through that many times, whether it was Sierra Leone, Gambia, Liberia, and here as well, along with Trinidad and other countries. So now I tip the people directly in their pocket. Either I have them meet me somewhere to give them a tip, or catch them outside the establishment. By doing that, you're making a direct impact. And most of these people have no conceptual idea about a Gucci, a Fendi. They're not going to a club to do any of that nonsense. All that money is either transport or to support their family and their community. The taxi driver that took me from the airport here in Placencia to from the airport, he said that the gas price here was $13 a gallon. So you put in 10 gallons in a Hyundai or whatever mid-sized car. Can you imagine putting $130? $130 to fill up. That means every time you leave your house, you have to be very tactful of what you do and how you do it to stretch that gas. Not knowing that, is it going to become profitable or you just barely going to break even? So, just another reminder, when you travel around the world, and a lot of people are moving all around the world. I'm seeing Asia doing very well, although Thailand has tightened up on their visa restrictions, because some of us have made it bad for others. So now what are people doing? They're flocking to Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia. Good for them. Yeah, I see some of the $200 apartments. In my case, I can't leave the West just yet because I have a young child. In a couple of years, my destiny will come. Belize is a good fit because it's only 2 hours from the continental mainline. Houston, Dallas, 3 hours from Atlanta, and I think about 4 hours from LA. So this is a good option. Are you going to have power issues? Yes. Are you going to have infrastructure issues? Yes. Been there, done that. Doesn't mean much to me anymore. So used to it. This particular property that I'm at is really, really nice for about $100 a night. But once again, I'm not tipping the place. I'm tipping the people that are making an impact. So make sure that you take care of the people in your community first, because that can stretch a long way. All right, this is Dwight the Mentor, and I'll see you on my next trip. And I'm sorry for those who haven't been out here in a while. Been on here in a while. I just did my first worldwide trip. I went to Australia, then Joburg, then back up to one of my favorites, Nairobi, Kenya, and then Europe, and then came back. So thanks for those who are following me. Do yourself a favor, make an impact in your community.